Alright, so this is lesson 7.3, which is solving problems involving area of triangles. So we want to find the area of an acute or an obtuse triangle. In other words, not just a right triangle. So you should have a copy of like a scaling triangle, and you'd move it around to try and form new shapes. So these two triangles are congruent, as you can see. Here are the bases and here are the heights. I've also highlighted them the same color so you can see them. I'm going to align the corresponding sides together, which means you have to flip it. Okay. And then we're going to tape it down. So let me go ahead and quickly tape this down. Tape this to here. All right. So the question becomes, what quadrilateral did we form? So what you should see is that we've formed a parallelogram. How do we calculate the area of this quadrilateral? The area of a parallelogram is base times height, which is what we learned, right? So base times height. So how do we calculate the area of the new quadrilateral? So let's kind of think through this. If we wanted to find the area of this parallelogram that we've created, we would take the base, which is B, right? So area would equal the base, and we'd multiply it by the height, right? Which is pink. However, we want the area of just this one triangle. And this parallelogram is made up of two. So we don't want the whole parallelogram, we want the area of just half of it. So that's why we're going to do base times height, and then we're going to divide that area by 2 to get the area of just one of them. Quick example. If the base was 10 and the height was 20, the height was, say, 5. Okay, the area of this whole parallelogram would be 10 times 5, which is 50. But we don't want the area of all of this. We want the area of just one of the two triangles. That's why we divide by 2, and the area would be 25. So how do we calculate the area? How does the area of the triangle compare to the area of the quadrilateral? It should be something about the fact that it's half of it. So if it's half of the area of a parallelogram, that's another way that you can get the formula. 1/2 base times height, or area equals base times height divided by 2. Okay, I'm going to choose to use this one. Let's do two examples together. We're going to find the area of the triangle. So area is base times height divided by 2. So we're going to find the base, which is 7, multiply it by the height, which is always perpendicular to the base, which is 6. Then we'll divide by 2. So 7 times 6 divided by 2. Now, we can simplify the numerator before reducing it or dividing by 2. Or we can reduce at any time when we see it. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. Now we just have to do 7 times 3, which is 21 inches squared. Let's do one more example together. The area of a triangle is 55 centimeters squared. The length of the base is 10. Draw a picture. What is the height? So I actually don't know my height. Area equals base times height divided by 2. My base is 10. My height, I actually don't know, so I'll leave that as H. But I know that the area is 55. So I'll substitute 55 in for the area. The base is 10, and the height, I don't know. Go ahead and reduce. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Divide both sides by 5. and h equals 55 divided by 5 is 11 centimeters. All right, do the check-in questions and check your work with the answer key.